Welcome back to the Norfolk and Waveney Quality Improvement Training Series. In this session, we will be identifying and understanding a quality issue. A common pitfall is to move straight to testing new ways of working without spending sufficient time understanding the cause of the issue. Before you begin any improvement work, you need to be able to identify a quality issue, and secondly, understand the problem or cause of the quality issue. If we don't understand the cause of the issue, then any solution we may apply may not last. You might have already identified a quality issue in the work you undertake. But if you haven't, some ideas for identifying areas of improvement might include local and national audits against best practice and evidence-based standards, feedback and complaints from service users, carers and families, staff views, incidents, learning from other organisations, looking at clinical variation, and observation or fresh eyes. Process mapping is a tool to capture and visually represent all the steps in an existing process or patient journey. It can show everyone in a team how a process actually works, rather than what they think is happening or what should happen. It can show waste, duplication, and workarounds, all of which might be quality issues. This tool should be used with all team members in accurately capturing current process and the design of any new process. You might like to use sticky notes which can be moved and added to by the team. The process mapping can start and end at any point of the process. It doesn't have to be right at the beginning. It can focus on just one part. In the image we can see a high-level map. Doing one of these allows us to move on to a detailed process map, which can capture and identify the complexity in a process. You might wish to start the process map as an individual, moving on to build it into a detailed process map with your project group. It is important to undertake the full detailed process map to understand the process fully. You might already have a quality issue you have identified within your organisation. If you haven't, perhaps pause the video and think about a quality issue you might be able to identify using the different sources of data covered in the previous slide. Thinking about your quality issue, let's think about the processes involved. Remember to keep in mind, have you overlooked anything? Have you included everything? Have you asked any patients what they experienced to complement what we think we are providing for them? So now you've undertaken a process map to identify potential quality issues, we can now look at prioritising which ones to address first, as there might be dozens of causes. A Pareto chart is a bar chart showing how often different categories of events take place. The most common is ordered to the left and the least common to the right. It is based on the principle that roughly 80% of effects come from 20% of the causes. Using a Pareto chart allows you to quickly identify the biggest causes of quality issue, so you can work on the areas which will deliver the biggest impact in your improvement work. As we can see from the shown Pareto chart, most of the alerts are from a small number of pharmaceutical and therapeutic classes. By using the Pareto principle, we might want to focus our efforts on the first 5 classes to the left, which account for more than 75% of all alerts, as this will deliver the biggest impact. Now we've identified a quality issue using process mapping and prioritised the areas to focus on using the Pareto principle, it is important to understand the root cause of the quality issue. The 5 Whys approach can help identify the root cause of a problem and not just its symptoms. It is a straightforward, effective tool which can be used on your own or within a team. The tool works by repeatedly asking why to peel away the layers of an issue, which can lead you to the different root causes of a problem. Pause the video and take a minute to apply the 5 Whys to your quality issue. How many whys can you do before getting to the root cause of the problem? 3, 5, maybe 10? Session 3 Recap. Before making any improvements, it is important to fully understand the quality issue using tools such as root cause analysis using 5 Whys. There are different ways of identifying quality issues through different sources of data and using tools such as process mapping. And finally, Pareto charts can be a useful tool for prioritizing quality issues which have multiple causes. In the next video, we will cover the model for improvement and testing change ideas using the Plan, Do, Study, Act cycle.